Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Browns Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, and this is where you can come and get caught up on some of the latest news involving our Cleveland Browns and get a 10-minute take or thereabouts along the way. Thank you to everybody who has liked the episodes and has subscribed to the channel already. I really appreciate all the support, and please always get your comments into the viewer comment section. On today's show, the schedule has been released, and I'm going to tell you what I think the most interesting matchup in week one is that doesn't involve the Browns. And speaking of the Browns, we are going to take you through every game, folks. I already know how the whole season's going to play out. We're going to take you through all 17 games, and guess what? All four quarterbacks are involved. And then how about this? Dylan Gabriel getting high praise from a guy whose opinion I trust more than my mother's. How do you like that? And then down in the viewer comments, we have one viewer who says one of the rookie quarterbacks isn't even in the same stratosphere as the other one. But first things first, the NFL schedule has been released. And when I look at week one, to me, the most interesting matchup is Steelers at the Jets week one. Why? Well, the Steelers don't even have a quarterback. And the Jets have the Steelers' old quarterback. So Justin Fields going to get his chance to exact his revenge on Pittsburgh week one. Week two, Super Bowl rematch, Eagles and Chiefs. And then week 15, you have Goff and Stafford, rematch again. We don't care about any of that. We only care about our Cleveland Brownies. And when you look at this schedule, folks, I think we're going to be okay. So let's get down to it. Let's look at the first half of the schedule. We begin week one, September 7th, at home against the Bengals. Joe Flacco is under center. And you know what? His experience carries us through. He beats out Joe Burrow week one. The Browns are 1-0. Then we go to Baltimore. We always struggle in Baltimore, except for the one year I went. We beat the crap out of them when I went. But this year, it's a hard-fought battle. And we lose that game on a last-second field goal from Baltimore's new kicker. The place goes nuts, and they already forgot about who Justin Tucker is. So they fall in love with the new guy, and now we're 1-1. But we come back home against Green Bay. Jordan Love, he's overwhelmed by the Browns' front four. We get the win. 6 sacks in that game for the Brownies. Jordan Love can't handle us. We're 2-1. And now we have to go to Detroit. Flacco, 2-1. Wacko for Flacco again. But this is Detroit. It's a dome. Jared Goff. It's loud. Tough place to play. And you know what? We come up short. We lose that game. A hard-fought battle. Close, but we just didn't have enough in us. But wait a minute. After the game, there's breaking news. Wait, what is it? Joe Flacco's going to retire? What? Flacco says he doesn't have it in him anymore, but he wants to remain on the team as a consultant for the other quarterback. So Flacco retires after week 4. And guess what? Kenny Pickett takes the reins. And we're heading to London across the pond against Minnesota. That 9:30 a.m. game week 5. And you know what Pickett does? He flings it all over the yard. And we win big in Minnesota against Minnesota. That's a home game for us in London, folks. And so we win big. Then we go week 6. We have to go to Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett versus his old team. And guess what? Pittsburgh stinks. And Pickett sticks it to his old team. And you know what, Pittsburgh? He's our guy now. Take that, Tomlin. Take that, Pittsburgh. We got Kenny Pickett now. Winner. Then we come back home. It's October, and the Dolphins are coming to town. And you know what? Tua's already hurt again. So it's Quint Ewers who's leading the Dolphins into Huntington Bank Field. But you know what? It's October. And to the people in Miami, the weather in Cleveland in October is too cold. They can't handle it. Ewers can't handle the Browns defense. We win that game too. Now we're on to week 8. Traveling to New England. Kenny Pickett's 3-0, everybody. And now we're going to New England. Drake May. This game is a hard-fought defensive slugfest. The running games are featured on both sides. You know what? It only takes an hour and 20 minutes to play, and the Browns win it on a Dustin Hopkins' 47-yard field goal. We win it 3-0. Now we head to the bye week. And you know what? Wait a minute. More breaking news. What? What could it be? I'm being told that Kenny Pickett has been traded to New Orleans. In a desperation heave, New Orleans, Tyler Shuck is hurt. They have nowhere else to go. And the Browns fleece New Orleans for 2 number 1s and 2 number 2s. And Pickett is on his way to the Bayou. Gone. But you know what that means? Coming up now, week 10. The little luau lefty is up. Dylan Gabriel gets his shot, and he's going to New York, the Big Apple, to face the Jets and Justin Fields. And we already told you, the Jets stink. And so here's what happens, folks. Dylan Gabriel, the cold doesn't faze him. He played at Oregon. Beats the Jets in his first game in the NFL. And now we come home to Baltimore. And it's the defense that rises to the occasion and sacks Lamar Jackson 9 times, and we win that one. A close, hard-fought game, 13-6. Now it's on to Las Vegas. But guess what? Geno Smith's already hurt. Dylan Gabriel goes in there. Defense rises to the occasion again. We win that one 20-11. Judkins has 2 touchdowns. Yeah, weird score. 20-11. We beat the Las Vegas Raiders, and now we come home to San Francisco on a cold day in November. But the 49ers are too much for us. Dylan Gabriel, in a hard-fought game, we go down 19-12. And now we're going on to, wait, what is this? Breaking news. Dylan Gabriel was hurt on the last play of that game, and he can't finish the season? We're heading into week 14. We've only lost 2 games. And wait. Who is that? Tearing off the coat, exposing the number 12. It's Shedeur Sanders. Here he comes. And guess what, folks? Coming to the town, the number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward, and the Tennessee Titans against the guy who lots of people say should have been the 2nd pick in this year's draft. They're going head to head. And you know what? Shedeur comes out on top in his first game in the NFL. He takes out Cam Ward. And the Browns are still rolling. Shedeur is 1-0. And now he heads to the Monsters of the Midway. He's going to Chicago to take on last year's number 1 overall pick, Caleb Johnson. And you know what? Shedeur takes him out too. Shedeur takes out the reigning number 1 picks 2 straight weeks in a row. And now coming home to Buffalo, Josh Allen, in what turns out to be a shootout. But the Browns, unfortunately, come up short, 49-48. But Shedeur throws 6 touchdowns. And now, week 17, we get the Steelers coming to town. And we already know Pittsburgh sucks. We knocked the snot out of Pittsburgh. And now that sets up a showdown for the division. The AFC North Division is on the line. We go to Cincinnati, and we've been flexed. It's the Sunday night football game, folks. Shedeur against Burrow. And you know what? We go to Cincinnati, and we win it. The Browns go 14-3. All 4 quarterbacks are involved, and it's Shedeur who's in there at the end and gets us not only the division championship, but he gets us to the playoffs, and off we go. Could happen, right? We'll see. Okay, now, how about this? Did you guys hear about this? Dylan Gabriel getting high praise from ESPN analyst Dan Orlovsky. And I'll tell you this about Orlovsky. I really respect his opinion on quarterbacks. And it goes all the way back to when Justin Fields was still at Ohio State. I was watching a game, and he said, this is why Justin Fields will not be a success in the NFL. He says he can't read a defense. And he showed the play, and they actually showed it from behind the line of scrimmage. And I thought, man, oh, man, I think he's right. And then sure, he was right. And he's right about a lot of these guys. So I really respect his opinion when it comes to quarterbacks. But listen to what he had to say about Dylan Gabriel. Orlovsky says he's got a lot of similarities to a player like Tua. Not only lefty, but the ball distribution, the anticipation, layering throws over guys. He says, I don't think Gabriel is a guy that people should overlook. He's a talented thrower. And the thing is, Orlovsky loves Gabriel's experience. Folks, the experience thing is a thing for Gabriel. He was in, college for 6 years. 3,850 yards passing, 73% completion rating. 30 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. That experience thing is a thing, and the Browns like it, folks. We told you. The Shermer, Colorado offense, similarities to the Browns offense, Stefanski's offense, that's a thing for Shedeur. The experience is a thing for Gabriel, and Orlovsky agrees. And so I respect his opinion, and he has a lot of high praise for Dillon Gabriel, but we will see how it all plays out. Now, I have high praise for you, because once again, you guys have delivered in the viewer comment section. And we'll start today with Boppit Z1E. Colorado has a combined 120 years of NFL experience on staff, plus 3 Hall of Famers. They will get you ready for the NFL. I cannot disagree. I told you, folks, we talked about it. When you have that kind of experience on a college staff, and I'm trying to get to the NFL, and those are the guys who are coaching me up and trying to help me get there, it's a thing. And so I cannot disagree with any. I'm not going to deny it. That is a thing for Shedeur. Carlo Sumler 8360 says, Gabriel isn't in the same stratosphere as Sanders. Gabriel had an offensive line and a running game. Sanders did what he did without either. Switch the teams they were on, and Oregon wins the championship. Now, makes you think, right? What would have happened if they switched teams? Here's where I disagree. There's no way anybody was beating the Ohio State University. Oregon had to play Ohio State, and it didn't matter who was going to be playing quarterback. Sorry, folks. Buckeye fan here. Ohio State was on a mission. I bet them to win it all, and yes, they did. They weren't losing to anybody in the playoffs, but I appreciate the take. LaRonald Murray 7201 says, Saints fan here for Shedeur. He has our support, and we wish him well. Blessings to Shedeur and the Browns' latest podcast. Thank you, LaRonald. I appreciate that. God bless the Browns organization, staff, players, and coaches. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, LaRonald, and I'm sure the Browns do too. At Life and Choices says, Cincinnati and Cleveland, top teams in our division. Well, we already told you they are, right? That Sunday night game, week 18, we're going to settle it all. We're going to win the division. We're going to the playoffs, baby. Let's go. Life and Choices already knows that. Much respect to the entire state of Ohio. I'm from South Carolina, but I'm a Bengals fan and a Reds fan. We will not hold that against you. Now we have to worry about Sanders in our division, but I'd rather see the Battle of Ohio. He says we deserve championships. Now, not only are we converting Ravens fans to Browns fans, Steelers fans to Browns fans, now we have Bengals fans shaking in their shoes. So, hashtag Shedeur effect. We got to get that hashtag going, folks. Let's go. Blue Nose 5719. I'm from England. How about that across the pond? I just got into watching the NFL properly, but this channel has helped me a lot to understand the game. Now, first of all, Blue Nose 5719, you might be the first person to ever say they learned something from me. So thank you. Secondly, we'll see you week 5 over there in England. I really hope you can go to the game against the Vikings and see the Brownies in person. There are Browns backers all over the world, and I hope Blue Nose 5719 can get to that game. Julie Strouch 6781. This is how we'll end. Julie Strouch 6781 says, simply go Brownies. But I used it because she threw in the Orange Heart football, Orange Heart football, Orange Heart football. And I thought that was nice. So Julie Strouch, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate the emojis thrown in with your Go Brownies. And that's going to do it for today. You know what, folks? I'll change my answer. The Browns are going 17-0. We're not going 14-3. We're beating everybody. And I will see you at the Super Bowl in February. All right, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for stopping by. Go Browns. We'll see you next time.